In the heart of Spain, a brilliant mind was about to bloom. His name was Moses ben Maimon, later known as Maimonides. He was born in 1138 in Cordoba. This was a golden age for Jewish culture in Spain. Cordoba was a center of learning. Maimonides' father was a renowned scholar. He instilled in his young son a love for knowledge. Maimonides was a curious child. He excelled in his studies. He mastered religious texts. He delved into mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. His thirst for knowledge knew no bounds. He was destined to become a beacon of wisdom. This period of peace and prosperity was not to last. The Almohads, a new Islamic dynasty, conquered Cordoba. They were less tolerant than their predecessors. Jews and Christians faced a terrible choice. They could convert to Islam, live as second-class citizens, or flee. For Maimonides and his family, leaving their beloved home was the only option. In 1148, when Maimonides was just 10 years old, his family fled Cordoba. They became refugees. They embarked on a perilous journey across North Africa. They faced danger and uncertainty. They longed for a safe haven. After years of wandering, they finally settled in Fez, Morocco. There, Maimonides continued his education. Life in Fez was not easy. Jews still faced persecution and discrimination. Maimonides' family had to live a double life. They outwardly practiced Islam. They secretly maintained their Jewish traditions. Despite these hardships, Maimonides flourished as a scholar. He began writing his first major works on Jewish law. In 1165, the situation in Fez deteriorated. The Almohad ruler became increasingly intolerant. The Jewish community was in danger. Once again, Maimonides and his family had to flee. They set sail across the Mediterranean Sea. They arrived in the bustling port city of Alexandria, Egypt. This marked a turning point in Maimonides' life. Egypt under the Fatimid dynasty offered a more tolerant environment. Maimonides' family could finally practice their faith openly. He established himself as a physician. He became the personal doctor to Saladin, the Sultan of Egypt. Despite his busy life, he never neglected his scholarly pursuits. It was during this time that Maimonides embarked on his most ambitious project. He wanted to codify Jewish law. He aimed to make it accessible to everyone. The result was the Mishneh Torah, a masterpiece of clarity and organization. Completed in 1180, it covered every aspect of Jewish life. The Mishneh Torah was written in clear and concise Hebrew. This was a departure from traditional commentaries. They were often written in Aramaic. It was a language not everyone understood. Maimonides' goal was to make Jewish law understandable to all Jews. Maimonides was not just a legal scholar, he was also a profound philosopher. He saw no contradiction between faith and reason. He believed that they could coexist and complement each other. This belief is evident in his philosophical masterpiece, The Guide for the Perplexed. The Guide for the Perplexed was written in Arabic. It was addressed to educated Jews who were struggling to reconcile their faith with the rationalism of Aristotelian philosophy. Maimonides used logic and reason to explain Jewish beliefs. He delved into complex theological concepts. These included the nature of God, prophecy, and the problem of evil. Maimonides was a proponent of negative theology. He argued that we cannot truly comprehend God's essence. We can only describe God by what he is not. He is not finite, not limited, not corporeal. This approach challenged anthropomorphic views of God.